The people that are spending it are those that we have chosen, we've elected for, and we've said, we want you to look after our money, make the big choices for us. And what's some of the bigger choices we've made recently? Well, Brexit, right? Brexit, and people don't understand Brexit, and it's fine, because that's what I'm here for, right? I don't know why you're laughing at that, like I can explain it really well. I'm a bit offended by that, actually. Brexit, here's how I feel about Brexit. Brexit means Brexit. It's very simple. It's very simple, right? Here's how I feel about it. You know when you go on a night out, right? And it's like a Monday and your friends have started a WhatsApp group and you're like, she's fucking added me to the WhatsApp group. Don't add me to the WhatsApp group. And you really want to delete yourself, but that will get too political. That's real politics, like deleting yourself from a group text message. But you're like, fine, I'll stay in the group. I'll just mute all the notifications. They've changed the profile picture to a bottle of Prosecco and they're like, oh my God, what are you wearing on Saturday? Prosecco, what are you wearing on Saturday? You're like, I don't know, I'm in Pret, it's a Monday. I haven't decided what I'm having for lunch yet, let alone what I'm going to be wearing on Saturday. And what do you think of this outfit? I genuinely don't care. Just fuck off, leave me alone. I don't want to be in this WhatsApp group, right? But you have to make the effort. They're like, come out. I don't want to go out. Come out. I don't want to go out. I want to stay at home in my pants. I'm very happy at home in my pants. No, because you're never going to meet anybody. And if you don't meet anybody, you won't procreate. And then what's the point of life? Fine, I'll make an effort to go out, but I really can't be bothered, right? So it gets to Saturday, you've been working all week and you sleep all day. And you're like, fuck it, I'll get ready later, right? And then you're like, oh, it's 5 p.m. I really should start getting ready now. And you go, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to order a Chinese, but I won't get a big one. I'll just get a little one. So I'll just get like half a crispy brown McDuck, chicken and cashew nuts, house special fried rice, crispy seaweed, prawn toast, some prawn crackers and extra side of hoisin sauce on the side. And I'll just have a little bit of a buffet, but before you know, you got carried away and you're like a giant snake that's eating a pig lying on the sofa, right? And you're there. And your friends are like, we're out, where are you? I'm on my way. You're like, shit, now I'm running late. I haven't got time to have a shower. So like, shit, I haven't got time to have a shower, but I've got greasy hair. Oh, I'll get some dry shampoo, but you haven't got any dry shampoo because you run out. So you're like, talcum powder, that will do. So you put some talcum powder in your hair. Now you've got grey hair. You're like, oh, it's a thing, it's fine, it will do. It's a look. That will do, right? And then you go to get dressed, you go to put on some trousers, but you can't, the trousers don't fit because you've come on your period and you're slightly bloated, so they don't fit. I'll put on a skirt, oh no, because I've come on my period. I'll put on another dress, oh no, because my period. It's got nothing to do with your period, bitch, because you've been eating bread every day for the last 25 years. Stop lying to yourself. Buy clothes that fit. Stop buying clothes for the future you that goes to the gym. She doesn't exist. So you're like, fuck it, I'll go to the attic and get my summer box out. So you get the summer box out and you see a pair of shorts that you used to wear when you were like 15 and you're like, oh my God, look, I used to fit. I've got a picture of me in them one day, right? And you go, and you get a sarong out and you throw a sarong around yourself and you're like, fuck it, with a safety pin on Versace, that will do, right? That will do. And you haven't shaved your legs because you don't want to make too much effort, because I don't know about you lot. You know when you go on a night out and you shave both your legs, when you make a real effort, you never have a good night. You know, the nights you make a real effort, you never have a good night. The nights you make no effort whatsoever on a random Tuesday, you have the best night ever, right? So I was like, right, okay, well, here's what I'm going to do, because I want to make an effort to the universe. I want to say, universe, I am making an effort, but I'm cool and breezy about it. I'm making an effort, but I'm breezy. So I was like, I'll shave one leg. Effort, but breezy. And then you're like, right, I'm getting ready to go out, and I've got to go out, but it's freezing outside. It's October. You're like, I'll call a cab, but it's 5 times the surcharge. So I'm not paying 5 times the surcharge for a cab. I'll get a bus. And you got to go outside and like, oh, I'll put a coat on because it's freezing. You're like, no, stand by your choices, bitch. If you're going to wear a sarong in October, you're going to stand by your choices, right? And you go out, man, you wait for a bus, and it takes ages for a bus to come, and it starts raining, so now you've got paper mache on your fucking head, and you're like, for God's sake. Right, and you get on the bus there, and they're like, it's exact change only. Like, I've got a £20 note, it's exact change only. Well, I've only got £20 notes, mate. Where's exact? Oh, just take the £20 for £1, just take the fucking £20. And you get to the bus, and you finally get to the club, and it's free entry before 10, right? And it's like 10 to 10, and you're like, oh, I'll go to the VIP queue, because I'm going to be rich and famous. They'll be like, oh my God. And you get to the VIP queue, and they're like, we don't know who you are, go to the back. And you're like, oh, for God's sake, fine, one day. Right, and by the time you get in, it's 10 past 10, they're like, oh, it's £20 a ticket. And you're like, but it was fucking free for ladies before 10. They're like, it's £20. Like, oh, I'll take the money, fine, I don't want to fucking beat us, just fine, just take the money. And then you go see your friends, like, oh my God, Louise. And you're like, oh, fine, I'm here, I'm out now, so I may as well have a good time, I'm here. Right, and all your friends are like, go to the bar, and you go to the bar, and they do Cosmopolitans. And you're like, Cosmopolitan for £19.50. It's going to be a nice Cosmopolitan for £19.50. So you go to get a Cosmopolitan, some young girl behind the bar, she's like 12 years old, right? And she brings out a plastic cup, right? And just some bleach, and pours the bleach into a plastic cup. And passes it to you like she's okay with this situation. And you're like, I'm sorry, babe, for £19.50, I want an ice sculpture of a swan to be brought out from the back. I want an orangery for £19 fucking 50 for a cosmopolitan, but you can't say that because she's some 12-year-old girl behind the fucking bar on a Saturday night, and you got to be like, yay, feminism. So you got to be like, oh, thank you, keep the change. Right, and you go to drink it, and you're like, oh God, and then some guy starts talking to you, and you're like, the music's too loud, it's too loud, I can't, it's too loud. Right, and he keeps trying to, and you're like, fuck off, just fuck off. Yes, I have had a hard day, actually, yes, it's been difficult. Well, it's just paper man, it's talcum powder, talcum. And you start talking to this guy, and you get on really well. And you're like, maybe it was worth it. Maybe the night was worth it. I just had to put a little bit of effort, and here I am, my future husband. And one day we'll be sat around a table, right? And our kids will be like, Grandma, how did you and Granddad meet? And I'm like, well, actually, darling, it was on the day that Granny had only shaved one leg, and she got on a bus, and it was £20. It's a lot of money in those days. Right? And you're talking to him all night, and it gets to 2 o'clock in the morning, and you go, oh, so do you want to... Where do you want to go on from here? And he goes, oh, actually, I better get home because my boyfriend's waiting for me. Here's an idea, all you gay men out there, okay? If you're gay and you're out there, right? If you're talking to a woman who's clearly over 35, right? Wearing a sarong in October and only shaved one leg, and you don't look gay, okay? And you don't sound gay. I just thought you loved Cher too. If you don't look and sound gay, and you're spending the whole night talking to her, do us all a favour, wear a badge, dickhead, wear a badge. Fucking dickhead, wasting my time. I don't need another best friend. Fuck off. What I want is a penis. Jesus Christ. So you're like, oh, fucking just get me home. Just get me fucking home. Just get me home. And you got to get home. It's like 25 times the surcharge. Like, I don't care. Just get me. Just take the money and stop at the kebab shop. I want to stop at the kebab shop. I deserve a kebab. I want a kebab. And you pull up to the kebab shop, and they're like, oh, what do you want? And they try to get it out the silver bucket things. And you're like, yeah, this is not my first rodeo, mate. I want it freshly sliced off the fucking spinny thing. Thank you very much. And you get your kebab, and you get garlic sauce, no chili, no pepper, just some salad and some red onion and whatever, some red cabbage. And you get that all in, and you wrap it all up, and you take it in the cab. But you don't want to open it in the cab because you don't want the smell for the driver. So you take the kebab home, you're like, I'm going to eat it when I get home. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be fucking worth it. And you get through the front door, and then your giant Bernese mountain dog that hasn't seen you for like 2.5 hours jumps up, knocks out your hand, and devours it all in one. And you're like, why? Why did I waste my goddamn time? I don't know why I didn't just stay where I was. I was happy where I was. Yes, it was boring. Yes, I was lonely. Yes, I was celibate, but at least I was warm. I was comfortable. I knew where I stood. I was happy. I was content, and life made sense. And that, my friends, is kind of how I feel about Brexit. How I feel about Brexit.